Good day, students. Welcome to another edition of this week online class. This week on home economics, we'll be dealing with earth feeding and eating practice. My name is Ms. Ogunda Ifoluke. Under this topic, we'll be discussing on a topic called table manners. Without wasting our time further, what do you understand by table manner? Table manner are the behavior we observe while eating at the table. They are the behavior we observe while eating at the table. And another definition of table manner says they are the rules that guides our meal. We have some rules that guide our meal while eating, and we have some behavior while eating on the eating on the table. So here are the following are the table manners we observe while eating at the table. The first one said sit upright at the dining table while eating. It is good for us to what to sit upright while eating at the table. It's not it's not good and polite for us to lie. We have some people that used to lie down while eating. So it is the good sitting posture while eating is sitting upright while eating, not bending down, not lying down. So it is very advisable for us to sit upright while eating at the table. Number two, we have always wash your hand before and after eating meals. Some people will not even bother to wash their hand before eating. Maybe you are coming from the toilet to just met your food on the table. It is very good for us to do what? To wash our hand before eating so as to what? To kill the germs in the hand. But most children nowadays, maybe they're playing with sand. Immediately hear that your food is ready, they will just use their hand to rub their body. And when they're likely to die, need to go and eat. It is not healthy. It is unhealthy. It is very advisable for us to what? To wash our hand before and after eating. And we have do not hurry over meals. Do not rush meals. If you rush food, it will what? It will cause another thing into your body. It is advisable for us to what? To eat our food gently. We should not hurry while eating meals. We should not hurry. We should not be fast while eating meal. Another way, when eating, take just enough food that can easily get into your mouth. Ehen. This one is common to a lot of people. They give you food now. So with your own greediness, you don't want to go and take the one that cannot occupy your mouth at a time. Is what? Is not a good table manner. You should what? You should eat enough food that can easily occupy your mouth. Not the one that you swallow you put into your mouth and won't be able to take it at once. It should be the one that can easily get into your mouth. And we have another one. Chew food properly. While chewing our food, we should chew it properly. Not that we should be chewing our mouth anyhow. It should be chewed properly. And another one, we have do not talk with food in your mouth. That's one of the most important thing in a table manner. While eating, we should not talk because if we talk, it can lead to another thing. Maybe you're eating something that is pepperish and you're not talking while eating. It can the pepper can choke you and can lead to another thing. So it is very advisable for us to what? Not to talk while eating. Eat when you're supposed to eat and talk when you're supposed to talk. And we have closed the mouth when chewing the food. Yes, this is not you. Not that if you want to chew food, you should either open your mouth. You should what? You should close your mouth while chewing food. You are not supposed to what? You are not supposed to open your mouth. We have to close our mouth while chewing food. Another one, never use the knife to put food into your mouth. We have different cutleries used on the table. We have the knife, we have the fork, and we have the spoon. And these cutleries has their own different function. It is what we use to eat most is that we use the spoon or the fork to eat. But it's not possible for us to put knife into our mouth. So they're not telling us here that we should not put knife into our mouth. One, it can injure your mouth, and two, it's not very advisable for us to use knife. Instead of us using knife, we use fork or spoon. And we have avoid picking your teeth with your fingernails, rather use toothpick. This one is even common. Maybe you are eating meat and the meat is within your teeth. So instead of you to use toothpick to pick the meat, some will just use their hand and pick the teeth and continue chewing it, which is not healthy. It is advisable for us to use toothpick rather than using our finger to pick food from our teeth. And we have do not stress your hand over someone's food in order to reach the salt or water. On a dining table, we have a lot of people eating on a dining table. It is not advisable for us to stretch our hand over another person's food because we want to reach water. Instead of us doing that, just ask someone behind us, okay, please help me with that water. Instead of you stretching your hand over another person's food for reaching to for reaching for water, it's not advisable for us to do what to do so. So what is advisable for us to do is that tell the person next to you to help you with the salt or water rather than stretching your hand over another person's food. This diagram of a table manner, we should not play while eating. Yes, it's very advisable not to play while eating. And we should sit upright, as I've said earlier on. We should sit upright. We should not talk while eating. We should clean our hand and so on and so forth. So these are what we should use napkin on our laps. What we mean by napkin is what we use to clean our hand after eating. So it is advisable for us to get one and put on our lap because of those that used to eat and the food will fall on their body. Instead of the food falling on their body, it's going to fall on the napkin placed on their lap. Then there's a diagram of an eating habit. Can you see this one is eating? The first person are practicing table manner. What this is the table manner, right? But this one they are practicing good table manner because they make use of the right cut levels and the food is arranged accordingly. But this one is bad table manner. He's eating with greediness. He's eating food that his mouth cannot occupy at the same time and is overeating. Can you now see the difference between a good eating habit and a bad eating habit? As we explained in our last class, you can now see the difference between these those that practicing good eating habits and this one that is practicing bad eating habits because of his greediness. And here we shall come to the end of the class for this week. I hope you really enjoy yourself. Stay blessed. God bless you. Bye.